Hey guys, BTR Plumbing here, and today I am here with my 1998 Eljer Dover urinal. I recently acquired this urinal probably, let's say maybe a month and a half ago. I got this urinal on Facebook Marketplace for $10, and this will actually be going to KDMC Plumbing as he's been wanting one for a while, and I found the opportunity to get him one. So this urinal's in fairly good shape. The glaze is a little bit rough on the inside. This thing was absolutely nasty when I found it. This is just dirt from it sitting for a little while, so that will wipe off easily, as y'all can see. The Eljer logo itself is actually in really good shape, isn't faded or anything. There is no damage anywhere on this urinal that I can find. I don't think the mounting brackets are chipped either. They're not, which is awesome. And while I'm back here, y'all can kind of see the date right there. But this is on a 1.6 toilet diaphragm. I need to get a urinal diaphragm, but this works just fine. The flush is going to be a little bit longer than it's supposed to be, but that's all right. This is a really cool urinal. It's very similar to the 2006 Dover that I filmed, which was the video before this one. But I'm not exactly sure how high the pressure is, so let's just give it a flush and see how it does. Like it's trying to siphon. It kind of, just like I mentioned with the other Dover, kind of flushes like an Albrook in the sense of it tries to siphon but just quite can't. I'm gonna turn down the pressure a little bit more just to see if we can get a siphon out of this thing. Let's see how this does. So it kind of just has a blowout flush. There was a lot of minerals in here. I did use acid to clean it up, but surprisingly the acid didn't get that stuff out. I'm not sure exactly what will. Again, that might be permanent glaze damage, but that really doesn't affect too much of this fixture. And even though it is noticeable, it's not horrible. So now I'm gonna turn the pressure up a little bit, or actually quite a bit more. Let's see how this flushes. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it actually siphoned that time. This thing actually has a really cool flush, especially on higher pressure. There is a couple little weird things holding this up, as I don't have a way to really mount these yet. I need to build a better setup to where I can actually mount urinals, and I'll probably get my 5-gallon flushometer setup back out just for the urinals, because I really want to test like this Richmond right here. It's kind of like the bigger version of a standard Alta. It's got a blowout style trapway in it and everything. And this is a blowout urinal, but it's too tall, so it won't. If I try to set it up here, the tank is not high enough, and I'd have to raise the tank up like a foot or 2 feet. And it's kind of a pain to do that. So eventually I'm gonna have to build a better setup for my urinal. So I'm just filming the ones I can now, which is really just the smaller ones. But here is another flush. I just turned the pressure down a little bit. I actually kind of like how it swirls in there. I'm gonna turn the pressure up even more. Let's see. Hopefully everything's tightened up enough. That way the flushometer doesn't lift up and fly out of the urinal and spray me, but let's see how this does. And it's siphoned. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn the pressure all the way up. Hopefully nothing bad happens here, but I'm gonna turn it all the way up. And there it is. And I will be back once this tank is completely full. That way I can get the most powerful flush out of this. Okay, so I let it fill for about 45 seconds and the tank just finished filling. So let's give this thing a flush on full pressure with the tank completely filled with water. And it's still siphoned. That actually sprayed water everywhere. Got my foot a little bit wet. Let me do this again from another angle so y'all can see how much this thing sprays. I'm gonna flush it again. Yeah, now that was some insane flushing power. So yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave y'all's comments down below. And as always, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.